Well, well, well. Hello, my ghostly friends. How is everybody today? This is Stephen LeBooth. I'm here to tell you some creepy stories today. I hope you like them. They might scare you, so be prepared. No, this should be a good show today. It's just gonna be me again, but welcome to Ghost Stories Told from the South, baby. We're gonna have a good show today. It's just gonna be me probably for a couple episodes because I tested positive for COVID. So I started getting today is Sunday the 15th. I started getting sick on the 13th. I started throwing up all night and all day. Then I finally had enough oomph to get on and get my test. Got my test. It came back Friday. Said I was positive. So yeah, today's Sunday, and I spent all day researching a couple shows, so I'm probably going to podcast, slam a couple podcasts in, so I'll be on track with you guys. Might give you some extra stuff. I don't know. Who knows? I might watch a scary movie and be like a watch-along thing or something. I don't know. I can do some extra stuff for you guys. But yes, I'm Stephen Booth, and this is Ghost Stories Told from the South, guys. Lexi will be back when I can have people back at the house again. Yeah, the kids are at families' houses staying, so yeah, I'm here all by my lonesome. But let's get on down with some stories. I think, yeah, we're still in Arizona. After this, I'll be done with Arizona today. Then I'm going to start looking up some other places to go look at and talk about. But yeah, let's dive on in, guys. All right. All right. Our first story is going to be the Yuma Prison in Arizona. It is said to be one of the most haunted structures in the area of Yuma, Arizona. On the first day of July, in the year of 1876, a group of 7 people entered its prison for the very first time. In a very unusual turn of events, these individuals were actually locked into cells that they had constructed with their own hands. So basically, these 7 people built their own prison cells. These inmates marched into the newly structured prison with a high level of discomfort, knowing that the prison was sound, and unless they were released, there were no means of escape. So it was a pretty good built prison. I take it, no one could escape. To this date, there are several stories of hauntings that seem to be related to the prisoners housed at this structure. Are the spirits of the souls that were locked in the Yuma prison in Arizona still trapped or something? What do you think? I'm sorry about that. I did something kinking. Yeah, but no, I'm just a little stuffy. I'm feeling fine though, but sorry if I sound that way. The Yuma prison held prisoners for over 3 decades. As a matter of fact, the structure served in the it served as a prison for a total of 30 years. In that time, thousands of individuals were incarcerated and ordered to stay within the confines of the prison walls. According to documentation, housing records, recording that prisoners of a total of 3,069 individuals served time here. That's a lot of people for a little prison. Out of its grand total of individuals, documentation proves that there were at least 29 different women that resided within the Yuma prison for an extended amount of time. These individuals committed committed a variety of crimes. It was not uncommon for those who had committed a murder or attempted to be ordered to stay outside. Grand larceny and even crimes such as that of having more than one wife were punished by a stay at Yuma. According to the laws and persecution of the time in which these prisons was in full operation, the individuals were punished to spend time within the walls of the big structure, where they were treated in a way that wasn't considered to be appropriate at the time. Naturally, in today's criminal justice system, many of the technologies used to punish would be considered to be inhumane. For example, when an individual disobeyed the rules, they would be placed in a dark cell. For a severe penalty, they would extend amounts of time there too. In addition to this, a large ball that was reconstructed the prisoners movement would be strapped to them by a chain to their ankle, so they couldn't escape. So they'd be stuck in there and have this ball and chain on them, which comes the old saying, my old ball and chain. Several prisoners at about 119 died at the Yuma prison, and its believed most of the spirits of these individuals still walk the corridors of the prison, bound here for all eternity. Sorry, I gotta adjust my mic. It's in my way. Several prisoners right at about. Oh, already read that part. Okay, put into a dark cell. Oh, okay. About 19 people died. Okay. It's believed that most of the spirits and individuals to walk the corridors of the prison, but are bound here for eternity. These hauntings seem to be the strongest in the area of the dark cell, where there is no documentation proving that there were any deaths that occurred in the cell. Paranormal researchers believe that the spirits in the structure are drawn to it because of the emotional charge that the room has. It is almost as if energy from the room powers these spirits. There are several other hauntings that are said to occur at the prison as well. Well, think about it, man. I bet you that place has a freaking dark history, man. Here's some more stuff on the Yuma prison. Gonna have to get into the light on this one. I don't know. I printed this one, and sometimes they don't print in black. They print like in a real light brown. Okay. In use, it was opened in 1876, and until 1909, the Yuma Territory housed over 3,000 prisoners, 29 of which were women. The prison was closed down because of overcrowding, of course. The faculty then was used for the Yuma Union High School until 1914. After this, the building lay abandoned until the 1920s, when hobos of the road started using it for various, using these cells for shelter, like housing, like in a free apartment. By the Great Depression, an entire homeless families were living within the walls of the prison. Located in southern Arizona near the California border, this old prison still remains atop a rocky hill overlooking the small town of Yuma, Arizona. Today it is a state historical park. 3 cells within the prison are notorious for being haunted. The first cell is known as the dark cell. We went over that one. The original. Okay. Here's a story about it, though. Okay. The first cell, of course, is the dark cell. This room was used for solitary confinement. Prisoners were placed in this 10 by 10 foot space as a punishment. They were stripped down in their underwear, and then their legs were shackled, separately to 2 other big, rings chains to the balls. While housed here, these prisoners were given only 1 meal a day, which consisted of bread and water. The only light in the cell came from a small opening in the ventilation shaft in the ceiling. After dark, the space, which was pitch black, records incidents that the prisoners placed here complained scorpions, snakes, and there was other stuff in the dark rooms too, like spiders. And fuck that shit. Imagine being in the freaking pitch dark and feeling a goddamn spider crawl up on you, or a snake slither around you, or a fucking scorpion bite. Ugh. Damn, man, them guys went through hell. I believe in prisoners, serving their time, but not like to that extent. I mean, only for pedophiles. Okay, some accuse the guards of purposely putting these creatures down in the ventilation shaft to torture them more. 2 prisoners went insane while they were kept. 2 prisoners went insane while they was kept in the dark room. Sorry about that. Okay. Today the room holds more than bad memories. It is said several ghosts are in this area. One of these spirits is not a prisoner, but a little girl. It is speculated that her family was one of the homeless people that stayed in the prison during the 30s. The young ghost often lets the living know that she is around. It seems she's attracted to people who wear red. So if you go there, wear a lot of red. She has been known to pinch, poke, and touch people with her icy cold fingers. Ew. One paranormal investigator visited the dark cell and confirmed that a spiritual person went into the cell and did say there are spirits in the cell, and there's spirits of a little girl in the cell too. Then in recent years, a local magazine writer for the Arizona Chronicle. Yeah. Anyways, the Arizona paper, they intended to stay in the Yuma prison dark cell for 48 hours so she could get a feel for what it was like for the prisoners. She had her legs scratched to the ring. She had her legs shackled to the ring, to the ball and chains, and they took bread and water with her. The ventilation shaft was covered so that nothing could, fall in, and it only had daylight that would come in. This writer left the dark cell after 37 hours. She told others afterwards that she felt strongly that she was not the only one in the prison space. Freaked out, she requested to be released early. The second haunted cell that is in Yuma is number 14. This cell is at the end of the corridor. In the early 1900s, a prisoner by the name of John Ryan was kept in this space. The guards and the other prisoners did not like Ryan. In his record, it indicates that he was convicted of an act against nature. What this meant was he was convicted of rape of some other sexual. Oh, gross. So basically, it means he was doing animals. Ugh. Ryan committed suicide in the cell, and park employees, including the manager, have all started they have all stated they became very uncomfortable when they are in the area of the prison. They often feel the icy chill when they are near the Ryan cell too. So, yeah, that one was pretty juicy. I mean, prisons, though, you got to admit, though, they're already going to have so much negative energy and just pissed off energy in there, you know, because you got people that actually deserve to be in there that were sick in the head. And then you got people that really didn't need to be there because they might have just stole a candy bar or something, you know, so. I don't know, man, but all I know is I just keep my nose clean so I don't have to worry about going to jail or prison. I just be a good city song. But I hope y'all like that one. That was a Yuma Prison, baby. All right. Let's see what Stephen LeBooth has for you next. For your creepy chilies. Okay, our next story. Okay, I've got it. All right, it is the Hotel Congress. Not all of the ghosts, sorry. One ghost at the historic Hotel Congress in Tucson, Arizona, is only known as a young woman who shot herself to death in room 242. Actually lists survival spirits at the. Actually, several spirits live at the hotel. According to co-owner Shauna Osern, they enjoy walking in the halls and lobby in the lobby and wearing their old-fashioned attire, and tend to do the same things over and over again. They appear to be ghosts and also people who have worked at the hotel since it was built in 1919. I mean, that's one thing about I've noticed, and I've always heard people say that it's about the ghosts. They're like stuck in a limbo. They just do the same thing. They kind of repeat, some of these ghosts or spirits, because you think, they get up, go to work, they go to that same place every day, do the same thing, or maybe they had some money and they was rich and they always stayed there and, went to the big dances. And it's just, you in your loop like that, you can be stuck like that loop in your afterlife, and that's weird. That's really Cucamonga weird. All right, I got some more stuff. Located downtown Tucson, the hotel was a favorite place for gamblers and gangsters during the 1920s. In Tucson, the hotel is known for being haunted. If you go there, we are told rooms 219, 220 are the ones with tales to tell. According to rumors, I mean, according to haunted rooms, there have been numerous reports of paranormal activity in the hotel over the years. One of the ghost stories involved the spirit of a woman, Vince, the spirit by the name of Vince, who died in the hotel from a heart attack. Past visitors say they have often seen him in the bar area. Our ghosts aren't scary necessarily, but they tend to just spook you a little, says some of the staff. Which, I mean, that's kind of cool. As long as they didn't touch me or throw shit at me, I'd be alright with that, I guess. Oh, here's some more stuff. The Hotel Congress is believed to be home to a number of supernatural ghosts. Some of the most notable spirits include a man who is often seen peering from a second story window, a maid who is often seen peering from a second story window to a maid. Sorry, I fucked that all up. Let me start that all over. Some of the most notable spirits include a woman who is often seen peering from a second story window, and a maid who is always cleaning, and a man with a top hat who struts around the lobby. Oh, maybe that's a Ric Flair. Okay, no. I just said that because he said he struts. And in 2003, an interview with the Arizona Daily Star, the Hotel Congress co-owner, Shannon Alsorn, mentioned a time when a spirit came to the aid of a guest. One night, someone asked me for the woman desk clerk they had just spoken to, said Alsorn, but we only had a male desk clerk working that night, so I knew it was one of our ghosts. 2 rooms in the hotel have been linked to suicide. This one says room 214 and 242. Self-inflicting gunshots was what happened to the person in 214. And in 224, it is believed that it was the home of the female spirit. Another one. Oh, she shot herself during a SWAT standoff in the mid-90s. Oh. She's like, I ain't coming out, copper. And this is where I've told you about the story, the ghost about Vince. Let's see what this one says. This is my last little paper on the Hotel Congress. The Hotel Congress makes its downtown icon hard to miss. It is a history of reflection of Tucson's Wild West past, when it served as a lodging for passengers on the Southern Pacific Railroad. The hotel sheltered the notorious Dillinger Gang, bank robbers, and who else? Oh, God, I can't hardly fucking talk. The hotel also sheltered the notorious Dillinger Gang, bank robbers, and all-around doers who hid out in the hotel in 1934. The rooms maintain a Western feel, iron beds, retro phones, and the frequent rambling of an actual train. And like the Patreons of the hotel, its ghosts are colorful crew too. I'm sorry if I can't talk and I'm messing this up. So please don't leave me. I love you guys. I love to scare you and make you scream like a little girl. I like to make you go, ah. Oh, God, sorry. I hit my mic. My bad. Okay. A gentle ghost in a gray suit is said to peer out the hotel's second story window. We know that. But the classiest spirit flaunting around in the lobby and stairways of the Hotel Congress is a lovely Victorian lady in a dark dress. Oh, that's a nice touch. She lives behind a font rose scent as she glides by. All right. Well, hope y'all enjoyed everything for the old Hotel Congress in Tucson, Arizona. You should go check it out. I do need to do this. Let me do something really quick. You know, I've got that. I'm just talking to myself. All right. See, and I got more stuff to talk. That's just two stories. See, I've been stopped using Google to do research on, guys. And man, I've been going to DuckDuckGo. They're not paying me or nothing. I'm not trying to get you to go there, but I wish you would, because I can find so much more stuff, and it's cool. You can find a lot more stuff. And I can make my episodes last longer than trying to fit 20 stories. I don't know what it is about Google. Sometimes I can't find shit. I mean, it seems pretty good on DuckDuckGo so far. But, yeah, check it out. It's a search engine, and they're pretty good. I like them. All right. Y'all ready for the next bit, baby? Okay, my first story is, our third story got coming at you today is of the Colossal Cave. The Colossal Cave on the outskirts of Tucson has an epic history fit for the movies. In the late 1800s, the cave was a hideout for bandits who held up a train near Tucson and escaped with $72,000 worth of gold and currency. According to the cave's history, some even say part of the stolen fortune can still be hidden somewhere in the cave. Today you can take tours of the cave and camp near the surrounding area. 4 ghosts are thought to call this place home. A shadowy figure of a man has been spotted inside the cave, and to believed to be one of the robbers looking for the lost loot. One ghost described as, oh God, here we go, another lady in white. Why is it always a freaking lady in freaking white? Jesus, I swear every time I've got a store, there's something about a fucking lady in white. Excuse me, sorry about that. I've drank my Sprite too fast, and it's a little bubbly, and it's got me going gibby-jibby. Anyways, there's a lady in white is usually seen standing around the entrance of the cave. There's also the ghost of a Native American who is often found crying around the grounds. Yeah, because a white man fucked his land all up, probably. I don't know. Why I'm saying that. I'm white, but it's the truth, man. We took their land and beat them. But anyways, the story goes that she accidentally fell to her death when trying to escape a bear who was chasing her. That would suck. The last ghost is that of the former cave owner, Frank Schmidt, who is said to hang out in the gift shop and join a tour from time to time before mysteriously disappearing. That'd be fucking weird if you're doing a tour and you're the tour guide and you're like, yeah, over here, guys, this part of the cave is da-da-da, and there's that guy not there anymore that was just there. You can't stop the show and go, did anybody see that? You got to keep going, and so that'd be kind of creepy. But have y'all ever been in caverns? Well, or big caves like that? Well, I'll tell you my little story when I'm done. I don't got a ghost story, but I've been in a big old cave. Anyways, Some have noted that the phenomenon's scent of a pipe tobacco inside the cave is possibly from Frank Schmidt, who helped save the cave and spent a lot of time inside. Another employee came across a man asking him to leave a restricted area, only to him apology hereby apparently disappearing nearby. So he told him to get out of where he was, and then when that guy was getting out of the area, he looked back and that guy was gone. Creepy son of a bitch. The cave tours highlights not only the natural history of the destination, but also the human one. The Wild West tells about these caves and perhaps provide more entertainment value than historically accuracy. One wild but true cave story is how in the 1800s, a gang in the area stopped and robbed several cash-rich mail trains. These bandits made off with the loot and were tracked to these caves. In ensuing a gun battle, some were killed, others were caught, but the riches were never recovered. Yeah. Visitors are left to wonder whether the Wells Fargo mail bags filled with gold coins are hidden in one of the side caverns. At night, there are howling sounds, just the wind escaping through small holes, or they mumbled crying, or one of the robbers on a internal search for his loot. More recent human interest stories about the cave includes a look at the Civilian Conservation Corps role in developing the caves as a tourist attraction into the 1930s. The public service project during the Great Depression sent dozens of young men to live in tents in the desert and construct the caves, pathways, and visitor center. They are still in use today. Damn, that's pretty cool. They built them in the 30s and are still using them. Their pickaxes and other tools are preserved along the Native American artifacts in the display case along the tour route. I don't think I'd put them with the artifacts with the fucking Indians, because that ain't artifacts from Indians. I mean, it's our history. We should keep it, but I don't know about that one, Trigger. Sounds a little fishy to me. But anyways, yeah, if y'all ever been to any of them big old caverns like that, when I was a kid, we went to Carlsbad Caverns on vacation one time. And that was pretty cool. That motherfucker was huge, man. And when you walk down into it, so I could just imagine just all the energy and stuff down in the cave like that. That's got so much history, you know. Imagine that was pretty wild. Well, let's get on with our fourth story. It is... Let me turn that down a little bit, because it's going to get louder. And it's going to go pop and scare you. Excuse me, ladies and gents. I got to get a drink of Miss Bright. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Hope everybody's having a good time and enjoying the show. Okay, this one is about the Gladsden Hotel ghost story. Many employees and guests of the Gladsden have had encounters with the Gladsden ghost. The ghost has been reportedly mostly in the basement and is said to be a tall man in black clothing and often with no head. Oh, that's kind of weird. Yeah. Some believe this ghost is the ghost of Pancho Villa himself. At the time of his death in 1923, Pancho Villa was reported to have hidden a treasure somewhere in the mountains of northern Mexico. The only map to its location was tattooed on Villa's hand. It is said that upon his death, Villa's loyal friends cut off his. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go. Rewind that. Okay. The only map to its location was tattooed on Villa's head. Yeah, it was tattooed on his fucking head. That's, oh yeah, wow. It is said that upon his death, Villa's loyal friends cut off his head and buried it under the ashes of the recently burnt Gladsden Hotel in order to forever keep the secret location of the treasure a secret. Unknowingly, the Gladsden Hotel was rebuilt over the top of the skull, and Pancho Villa remains wandering the dark, damp halls of the Gladsden basement, searching for his head and the map to his lost treasure. Quoted from the Gladsden Hotel, a daughter-in-law and hotel manager, Robin Barhaus, will be one of the first to tell you more of the Gladsden's interesting past. And she recalls her first encounter with the Gladsden ghost. It was at 4:10 p.m. on a Friday, March 13th, 1991. The power had failed and she was in the basement searching for the candles. In the beam of her flashlight, she saw a faceless figure shaped like a man just kind of float down the hallway. It just looked like fog to me, but it was the shape of a person. For years, hotel workers and guests have seen convinced of to seeing an apparition apparition often around Lent or Christmas are often in the hotel's cavernous basement. Sometimes in description as headless, caped and wearing army-style clothing. In her 26th year as operating one of the oldest manual elevators west of the Mississippi, Cameron Diaz saw the ghost in the basement as well. A tall man with a black pants suit, no head. Brenda mainly the restaurant supervisor said she saw her hotel in her hotel room. She said she witnessed noticed it immediately after a strange sensation where all of a sudden I couldn't move. A movie crew member told Burlhouse that the light turned off and on in the middle of the night, and often his golf clubs went crashing down on the floor. Well, apparently these guys don't like golf. Excuse me. Oh, don't worry, guys. I still have more on the Gladsden. It was built in 1907. The Gladsden is a historical 4-story building that sits on the corner of G Avenue and 11th Street in Douglas, Arizona. The hotel has hosted a number of notable people, including the John Dillinger, who stayed at the Gladsden the day before he was apprehended in Tucson, according to hotel history. It's said that in the early 1990s, in the Mexican Revolution, Pancho Villa rode his horse down the grand marble staircase of the lobby. A chip seen on one of the marble steps is usually from the horse's mighty hoofs. Over the years, guests and staff have witnessed a number of unexplainable occurrences in the hotel. Room 333 is considered one of the most haunted spots, with reports of strange noises, the television turning on and off, and guests being touched by ghostly presence. A figure in the shape of a man has also been spotted in the basement. Sometimes he is described as having no head or no face. Could this be the ghost of Pancho Villa? Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Okay, here's my last little bit on the Gaddison. All right. This is my last little page on the Gaddison. This hotel is a sprawling property in Douglas, Arizona. It also happens to be the perfect example of a haunted accommodation in Arizona. Guests have complained of strange knocking sounds and of their bedroom doors being rattled in the middle of the night. The most haunted room in the hotel is room 333. Guests stay in this particular room, and they have been reported ghostly presence sitting on or laying on the bed. Okay, now that would scare me. I would be like, no way, man. The sitting on the edge of my bed, it probably wouldn't get me that bad. But feeling something lay down by me, yeah, that'd creep me the fuck out. I'm sorry, I'd run. That'd scare me, man. That would really scare me. But yeah, once I can have people back in my house and all that, and I'm nice and clean, I don't have the cooties anymore. I'm gonna have a guest come in. So if you hear this, Chrissy, next time I record, you'll be coming over. Old Christy Robinson. She's a friend of mine on Facebook. Give a shout out to her, girl. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. But see what I mean, guys? That was 4 stories, and I got all my information off of DuckDuckGo. And my stories last longer. When I was getting all my shit off Google, it'd be like maybe a paragraph, and that's all I'd find. I mean, I love it. It's so much better search engine. It's just so much better. Mo better, baby. But I'm very thankful for you guys listening. I want to give a shout out to every stinking country that listens to us out there. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Keep downloading. We're getting heard all over around the world. So far, we got like 12 countries listening to us. Spain and Australia, New Zealand, they're still loving us. Russia's starting to love us. Canada is. Sweden is. I think Germany. So I'm loving it, guys. Keep listening, downloading. I just love what I do, man. I love doing this podcast and stuff. Like I said, I've been tested positive, so I'm gonna be stuck at home for a while. So I'll probably do 2 or 3 episodes, or more than that, or maybe do something extra. Maybe I can watch something kind of scary and kind of talk about it, or I don't know, watch an old Twilight and talk about it. Hell, I don't know. I just don't know anymore, Louise. But you guys listen to us on Spotify, Pandora, I almost said iPhone, iHeart, Amazon, iTunes, all that good stuff. Give us some 5-star reviews, guys. We're on bot. Anyways, I can't even fucking talk. Podbean, we're there too. Got our YouTube channel going. Look up us on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, like I said, I love this, guys. I keep liking that you guys are liking us back. Our numbers are growing and getting better. And hey, who knows? We might find some good stuff to start doing. Maybe, like I said, maybe we can watch something. I can watch something. Do watch along on something. Let me know. Give me your input. Email me if you want to at Ghost Stories Told from the South, gmail.com, baby, all lowercase. But this has been Stephen LeBooth, and this has been Ghost Stories Told from the South. And I will see you later, guys. Now, don't be too scared, and I hope you can go to bed tonight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.